Welcome to the Odds HQ NHL Stanley Cup Playoffs betting preview video for Tuesday, August 11th. I'm Ian Cameron. I've had so much fun doing NBA betting preview videos for the last 2 weeks. Now that we're into the best of seven, official start of the NHL Stanley Cup Playoffs, we're going to bring some great NBA content, hopefully some great amount of winners that we've had in the NBA, and bring that to the ice now on a daily basis here on the Odds HQ YouTube channel. First of many NHL betting preview videos from yours truly, Ian Cameron, as the first official round of the Stanley Cup playoffs gets underway today with 4 games and 4 series getting underway. Let's start with Game 1, the nightcap between the Chicago Blackhawks and the Vegas Golden Knights. Currently, the Vegas Golden Knights north of minus 200. Favorite on the money line here in Game 1. The total 6.5. Of course, this game taking place in Edmonton, as are all the games in the Western Conference side of the NHL postseason. And when you look at this game going into it, the Chicago Blackhawks getting past the Edmonton Oilers in the first round certainly give Chicago a lot of credit for their performance in that series against the Edmonton Oilers. And it was because they flat out got it going offensively. And the Edmonton Oilers defensively struggled. They took a lot of penalties. Mikko Koskinen and Mike Smith didn't have the greatest series in net either for the Edmonton Oilers. Chicago took advantage of that. And you have to give Jonathan Toews credit, Patrick Kane credit, Dominic Kubalik. Those are the guys that really led the way for the Blackhawks and had a very strong series for them against Edmonton. They're going to have to score goals in this series if they're going to have a chance. And Vegas does have a much stronger blue line, just top to bottom, than Edmonton. When you look at Shea Theodore, who has emerged as a great defenseman in this National Hockey League, the acquisition of Alec Martinez from the LA Kings, a Stanley Cup champion, has bolstered this group as well. Braden McNabb has turned into one of the better shutdown defensemen in the NHL, in my opinion. Nate Schmidt is a grizzled playoff veteran. Now multiple seasons in Vegas after years of being in Washington with the Capitals. This is a good blue line that Vegas has, and it's going to be a more formidable one for the Chicago Blackhawks to have to handle and try to deal with. That being said, Vegas, I don't think, is going to completely shut down Chicago. Chicago's offense, especially 5-on-5, was very good against Edmonton. And you look at Vegas in the round robin portion of the round robin that they played, the 3 games against Dallas, St. Louis, and Colorado. Their defense was not a shutdown group. You know, they played all right, but they still gave up goals in a lot of those games. And their penalty killing actually kind of struggled in the round robin games as well. I think Chicago's got a capability in them to find the back of the net in this series. However, what's the problem going to be for Chicago and why I don't think they're going to win this series? It's because their defense is lousy. It's not very good at all. They turn the puck over too much. They treat the puck like a hand grenade and just give it to the other team. There's a huge drop to their bottom 2, 3, 4 defensemen after you get past Duncan Keith on the top pair for the Chicago Blackhawks. There is definitely a lack of quality defensive depth on this Chicago Blackhawks team. And boy, with the way the Vegas Golden Knights were filling it up, scoring goals, producing offensively throughout the lineup, all 4 lines capable of getting on the score sheet, that's going to be trouble for Chicago. You look at the Golden Knights in the round robin. They scored at least 4 goals in every round robin game that they played. And think about the fact that they did it without even having Patches, as they call him, Max Pacioretty on the ice, who was the team leader in goals, team leader in points this season. Now they're going to have him healthy and ready to go for Game 1 tonight, making this Vegas offense even more explosive, even more lethal, even more dangerous. You already have Paul Stastny. You already have Jonathan Marchessault, William Karlsson, or Wild Bill, as they call him, in Vegas. Mark Stone, who has been just a bona fide playoff performer in years past and shown up big time in the postseason. Whether it was Ottawa when he was there with the Senators, or since he's been in Vegas, he has been a consistent playoff performer and gotten it done and chipped in offensively at this time of year. I would expect that to continue. And certainly from a goaltending perspective, you have to give a little edge to Vegas too. Leonard and Fleury, you can't go wrong. The reason why it's up for debate is because Fleury kind of struggled since his father passed away in the second half of the season. That's really kind of affected him mentally a little bit. Wasn't the same goalie, but nevertheless, there's two good options there for Vegas. Corey Crawford, still a goalie you have to respect for his years of winning a Stanley Cup. He's a veteran goalie, but I thought he made a couple misplays with the puck. I thought he was caught out of position a couple of times, and Edmonton missed a couple of real point-blank chances in that series against Corey Crawford and the Blackhawks. I think it's a situation where going into this series, Corey Crawford's going to be tested a whole lot more. Basically a four-line wave that the Vegas Golden Knights can throw at the Chicago Blackhawks, which leads me to what I'm going to be betting and recommending here in this Game 1 tonight. The official best bet recommendation will be over 6.5 plus 100 here in Game 1. I think this is going to be the highest scoring series potentially of this first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. I think you're going to see a lot of goals. But what I also like here a little bit tonight is Vegas minus of the goal and a half at plus 125. I think they have a chance to really, really show up strong in Game 1. And Chicago's going to find out very quickly this is a much taller order and a much tougher opponent than the Edmonton Oilers were. And I also really, really like this one. Team totals. If your book has team totals, Vegas over 3.5 minus 135 for a team that scored at least 4 goals in all their games so far, all in the round robin portion. And now they get Max Pacioretty back, and they're facing a very shaky, subpar blue line, which hemorrhages goals, hemorrhages scoring chances, hemorrhages shots on goal allowed. I think Vegas will find the back of the net. So I like Vegas team total over 3.5 minus 135. Vegas puck line as well is something I'll have a bet on. But the official best bet for this Tuesday NHL betting preview video for Odds HQ will be the full game over, Chicago-Vegas over 6.5 plus 100. I look for a higher scoring game. And if you look at the recent series history, it's trended to the over between the Blackhawks and the Golden Knights. All right, that'll wrap it up. Thank you for watching. I'm Ian Cameron. Make sure you check out odds.com every day for great sports betting content, and a reminder to visit the Odds HQ YouTube channel every day for great shows and live videos regarding sports betting and helping you pile up the profits. I'm Ian Cameron, and I will be back with you on Wednesday for another NHL Stanley Cup Playoffs betting preview video.